Hey guys, Joel here again from AZ Yu-Gi-Oh! Village. I don't know why the camera's screwing up. I'm screwing it up. And I'm here to give a deck rundown. And again, to just let everybody know, I didn't mention this in Josh's deck profile introduction video, that the XYZ Jin mat is still being the main prize for the December contest. So again, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and you'll be automatically entered into that. And then Christmas Eve, I will definitely post a video and I will have additional prizes. And I'll even have prizes for second and third place. But for right now, I want to do a deck profile on the deck that I ran at the early part of the year, stopped for a while, and just came back to love again, and that's Heroes. So Josh can help me hold the camera.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't bug your hand. So the deck is a Stratos, obvious, 3 aliases, simple, 1 Bubble Man, because I've come determined to love this card. I used to hate it, but now seeing the possibility of the plays and the way I play with a conservative hand, I can play, overextend, and still have a 2 cards or 3 cards in hand minimum, and not be worried the fact that if this play doesn't go through, I can't really bounce back from it. 2 Thunder Kings, because it's really good in this format. It's the best single power card, I believe, of all time, just in terms of a normal summon and the effect of its normal summon, I guess. 1 Evocator, it was either this or Crusader. Crusader, the only thing it has up on this is an honest target, but at least this is something you can search out through Rhoda, and it's an easy thing for Nova Master, and a Nova Master 26 speed stick is better a lot of times than a dead Crusader sometimes, I feel. Again, honest, single cards, honest, and gores. These win games hands down. 2 cards I'm playing right now. I play a Trag, especially if you get this early. This is such a power card, because if you combo this off with Stratos, you have a 5 card hand, a Stratos, and a beefy 3000 feet stick. That's really hard to get past by. And then obviously, the one fault with the deck is you don't have a lot of variables to go off. You only have a 2, a 4, and a 7 to go off of, basically. So you really have to play with those kind of limitations. But I feel like it by itself being a 3000 beat stick, and all the fact that there are quite a few level 4 variables to go up against, that this is a useful card. And like I said, if with Stratos or other searcher cards, this really becomes quite a beat stick to get over. And then, where do you go? And then I main deck 1 Maxi, just because, like Josh mentioned, at the very minus, it's a 1-for-1, just because of it'll stop plays and allow you that extra turn to set up or come back. And if that player doesn't seem too terrified of it, you can probably plus off a lot. And I just like it at 1 just because it enables to stop plays. So that's the monster count. I go triple Gemini Sparks. Again, you run 4 Geminis, and you always have these comboed off. I don't run Hero Blast, but I'll talk about that when I get to it. Triple Miracle, because it's one of the best top decking cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hands down. Now that, obviously, we have Escudaro, so you can go into anything you want. Triple MST, because it's such back row hate. And Heavy Storm, just because I want to get rid of all the backfield and not run into stupid crap that will destroy. 2 E-Calls and 2 Potted Dualities, simple searchers. I main deck 2 Super Polys, and I actually only run 2 Super Polys. I haven't even decided the third one, just because I feel like this is a bit more consistent than 3, because sometimes you'll have to neg a Super Poly for the Super Poly, which has happened to me before, and I don't want to run into those kind of situations, but I feel like 2 Super Polys is fine. And depending on how your extra deck looks, double Absolute Zero is really good, especially because of the Mermail matchup. And these obviously kill the Mermail matchups. And then 1-0s with the heavy, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Rhoda, and a Mind Control. Mind Control wins games, hands down. Traps, double Bottomless, double DP. Simple staples. I want to go triple DP, but I'll probably just stick with that. Double Solemn, and this is the first deck I've actually ran this in, Solemn J, and I'm not really too confident with this card, only because if I get it early, it's such a I feel like it's a neg, and because how Josh mentioned his card with Trigodia, how he's not really skillful with it, I'm not very skillful with this card either. So hopefully with a little bit more experience, I can probably get the Solemn Jade to benefit on my half. And then 1-0s, everyone one Pulse, just because it's a really good card, and again, it's such a power card. It's always been a power card, and when used right, it can win you the game or enable you a plus. And then a Starlight Road, just because it's a Starlight Road. I'll go to the extra deck. My extra deck's actually not really done. Just because when I made the deck, I had to go off of what I had. But the extra deck I'm going off doesn't run Nova Master or Escudaro, but I will run that for regionals because I plan on taking this deck to regionals. It might have a few tweaks, but for the moment, it runs 2 Shinings. If I can find them. 2 Shinings, 3's Clogs, 2's fine, because you always recycle them. You can. I'm running 1 Absolute Zero. I will run 2. Gaia, Great Tornado. Did I miss one? And like I mentioned, I'll get a Nova Master and Escudaro into the extra deck as well. But for right now, this is what I run. And actually, I haven't had a really big problem with anything so far. In terms of other fusions in the deck, I run a Chimera Tech, just because in the side I have Cyber Dragons. And I know Gear Gears can still be played, or at least Machina variants. I mean, we've seen the regionals at I remember one of the regionals from this past weekend had at least 4 variants of Machinas. So, they're still played. 1 Blade Armor, 1 Utopia, 1 Excalibur, 1 Abyss Dueler, and I like 2 Maystrokes, at least for right now. These will go away once I get the rest of the fusions. I believe these 3 will stay, and these 3 will be in Absolute Zero, Escudaro, and a Nova Master, respectively. Because I feel like these are more power plays in hero decks, especially with the Bubble Man, and these for right now are just nice replacements for the moment. And then I run a Catastor because I side Inhalers, and then you have plays with Mind Control or Monster Reborn, and this helps you get over like the mirror match or just things that have always been a bug. And I mean, it's Catastor. Catastor does what it needs to do, even though it's a very heavy Exceed format, and with all these other effects. When it comes down to it, Catastor is still one of the best heroes, and a Stardust from the Starlight Road. And then the side deck it's generic. Dust Tornadoes for additional back row hate, Dark Worlds, Rabbits. I have a couple of 1-0s. Macro, Cosmos, just because it really doesn't hurt me as much as people would think. And, I mean, it's just a really good card to face against most decks. 2 Goes Match, because if anything, when I set these in, most of the cards come out. The only cards that I'll keep in that aren't all light is Shadows, but you should play that first turn anyways, and I'll probably take out the Escudaro, not the Escudaro, Evocator. Let's see. 2 Cyber Dragons, just because Gear Gears are still being played, and if anything, this is just a really beefy card. People tend to forget how much of a beefy card this is on its own. I mean, you special summon this, and then you have to wait for your opponent to see how they'll play off of it. I mean, they'll probably neg something or get a Thunder King removed through this. Hand traps, I do run double Veil on the side and an additional Max C, just because there's still a lot of matchups that I have some form of fear with, Rabbits, Windups, etc. And then in terms of 1-0, I run a 1 Soul Drain. This is not due to the fact that I'm limited, it's just, I just feel 1 Soul Drain's good. That, and I feel like it'll kill Shining, so there's just an uncertainty on how to play it right now, but so far it's kicked in well. 1 Decree because Chambering's still being played, and if anything, Dark Worlds are just a really bad matchup for me, sometimes. And 1 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, because Instructors are still one of the most mid decks that can be played, and I feel like I need to just be cautious around them. And that's pretty much the whole deck, so if you guys want to leave me comments down below, let me know, and that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.